Yes, guys, welcome to SFeatleyTV. We're back again with another watch along. Brentford versus Arsenal in the Premier League. Let's go. If I
Balotelli, Aguero! Premier League champions 2016, Leicester City!
Hope to see you soon. Well done. Bye-bye.
Gazzola, Giroud again, Joe Wilson! Here's Gerrard. That's a great strike! McCracken getting closer. To the centre. It's Bergkamp. That's magnificent! Van Persie arriving. Oh, what a goal! What a goal by Robin Van Persie!
Yes, guys, we're back again. Another watch along. Brentford versus Arsenal in the Premier League at the Brentford Community Stadium. Manny with me. How you doing?
I'm good. Can't complain. Looking forward to this game. Should be interesting. Revenge might be on the cards, but we'll see.
Well, yeah. Hopefully it's revenge on the cards, but there we go. You never know. Sorry for a little bit late. I met myself some nachos for this game. Well, trying to make nachos, if that's what you mean. So, in fact, like Brentford and Arsenal, if you actually not noticed this, Brentford and Arsenal have only played each other 15 times. That is
Wow.
Right? So this is the 16th time we're playing them. So quite understandable. Since Brentford have never been in the Premier League and we've always been in the top division. So there you go. Just some useless stats for you. Obviously, I didn't do the preview yesterday. I really do apologise for that. I was absolutely out of it. But there you go. Your bench is embarrassed. I'm going to look at that bench right now, mate. Right. Let's have a look at the team lineup. Make sure you get your like. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. Let's have a look. So Arsenal will be playing with Ramsdale in goal, Ben Sait on the right, Saliba, Gabriel Tierney, Granit Xhaka, Thomas. Is that Thomas Partey back in there?
Yep.
Looks like Thomas Partey's obviously back in the side. Vieira's in there as well. Zakayo, Saka, Jesus, and Martinelli. On the bench, we got Nketiah, Marquinhos. Oh my life, that's a shocker. That's a shocker. Like honestly, like someone was giving, and I don't know, but like I was watching, I think the Gunner Small Corners, and they were giving them, like someone was really like they rated like Eddie Nketiah, and I'm like, you're not seriously rating Eddie Nketiah, are you? Seriously? He's not worth the contract. He's not worth the money at all. And the amount of money we're now paying him makes it near impossible for us to sell him. And there you go. Let's get into the chat. So like you said, your bench is embarrassing. You've got a 15-year-old on the bench. Oh, I love it. Yeah, but our squad depth's fine. We ain't got a problem with our squad. No, it's the right. Best ever. Morning,
That
Stephen and Manny.
that 15-year-old's name is not even there. Ethan Waneri is his name. I don't know why Yahoo Eurosport have. I mean, this is Google, though, isn't it?
I don't know. And to be honest, mate, it just all it does is shows how shit our squad is. That's all it does. It shows how shit our squad is. His mum has come to pick him up after the game. Mate, come on, man. Right, at least Brentford have got some squad depth. Like, look at Brentford's team. Raya in goal, Hickey on the right, Azure, me, and Henry. Janssen, Van El, Jensen. In Bremu, Tony, and De Silva. Sergei Canos, Visar, Jorgensen, Godos, Onyeka, Strakosha, Damsgaard, Baptiste, and Royce.
Roslev.
There's something I've got to change right now. Shit. I've got to change it right now. Otherwise, I wasn't gonna be so angry afterwards. Content. Live content. That's got to be turned on. That's got to be turned on now. That's got to be turned on now. Right. Done that. Right, that's done. Redirect to the next one. Sorry, I haven't done this earlier, so I should have done it earlier. Fuck. Otherwise, otherwise the money that we make off the stream won't be there. So it's annoying when that happens. I don't know why it does that. You should just automatically do it. You know? Why have you got to turn it on yourself? It's bullshit. There you go. What can you do? So we got this, and we got the match reaction after that, and then that's it pretty much for the evening. To be honest, I have a nice chilled evening. Your fan said you had a good transfer window, so why the hell? Yeah, mate. Matt, he probably owned. No, Matt. Fucking really? Are you fucking serious? Sorry, I've got an ignorant sister. Tony will own your defence. Well, he'll own Gabriel. He won't own Saliba. Saliba, he won't last 2 minutes against Saliba. Saliba will absolutely destroy him. Excuse me a minute. Honestly, who gives a fuck? Honestly. It's alright, mate. She doesn't care for what I do on here. Not a proper job. Apparently. Nah, we can be done later, mate. We can be done later, mate. There you go. Obviously, pre-match procedure is going to be different for this game. Arteta and Thomas Frank with Reeves. I think they're laying them on. They're going to be laying on the centre of the pitch, to be honest.
They're walking out right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks as though you and I are in sync. That's terrific.
So a minute silence now. Siski, long live our noble king. God save the king. Said our victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the king. Right, let's get there. Let's go on with it, shall we?
Yep. And someone needs to tell Aaron Ramsdale that when the national anthem is playing, you don't sway back and forth. You stand at rapt attention. And this idiot wants to be England's number one. Shame on him.
Oh, come on, mate. It's a minor. That's being picky.
I love how Tony's standing in the middle and praying. Seems to be very religious.
Who?
Ivan Toney of Brentford. He's sort of standing at the centre circle with his hands folded in hands in prayer, as if he's reading from some scripture, and then he gives himself the cross.
Most footballers do that before the start of the game. Right?
Our usual 4-2-3-1, and it looks as though Brentford are having a 5-3-2 with Hickey and Henry as the wing backs.
So where's Smith Rowe? Where's Smith Rowe? And where's Odegaard? They must be injured then.
Odegaard is injured.
What about Smith Rowe? He's only just come back.
Let me see.
Smith Rowe must be injured.
He is still injured. If you recall, he had an issue during the warm down against Manchester United.
Oh my Jesus! Like seriously, he can't even get the warm. He can't even get the warm down, mate. For fuck's sake!
Right. So.
Oh well, might as well congratulate him. He got manager of the month. Well done. You won 5 expected games that you were supposed to win. Well done.
So, looks as though Arsenal are about to kick off, attacking from right to left in their all-black strip.
Yep. Fucking hell.
And they kick off. Have they kicked off for you?
Yeah,
Okay.
they kicked off for me, man. All right, calm down. Calm down.
Awesome. Don't ask. Don't have to tell me to calm down. Just asking. At least now we're in sync. And it was interesting
Actually,
how
I'm not
Ramsey.
putting that. No, I'm keeping that in the corner. I'm keeping that in the corner until a funeral.
Yeah.
It's for tomorrow.
I mean,
Yeah,
I wasn't asking you to take it down. You keep that there.
No, usually I put it first half up, so you know which half we're in.
Okay. Right. So it's with Arsenal now. Partey
to Gabriel to Xhaka, Partey. Just getting a feel of the game so far. Saliba and Ivan Toney's going to be a battle to watch, isn't it?
Absolutely. My biggest fear is that is of the strength of their midfield and front line. Will Saliba and Gabriel be up to it? That's going to be the biggest test. For now, though, we're looking to attack down the right.
Martinelli, man.
Oh, so you're ahead of me. 130 here.
I want 139.
5 seconds. That's good. All that hard work and he lost his footing at the end. But I think it's fair to say that the Brentford defence had done their job covering him.
To be fair, you've got to be careful with Visser. Visser's not had as many shots, but his accuracy's like better than Tony's.
This is on the bench, though, isn't he? He might possibly come on later.
Yeah, so we have to watch him when he comes on off the bench.
Oh, yeah, that is bench strength. That is bench strength right there. And let's not forget the Danish international Damsgaard. England fans have good reason to remember him after that free kick against us at the Euros.
I don't need a reminder.
We won that match, man. We won that match. You should.
Yeah, and I was shitting myself like the whole thing. Did you see my reaction to that penalty claim? The first penalty claim on the Kane. Like me, it wasn't me getting angry and firing my phone across the floor. It was funny because what happened was my mum and sister were watching at the same time.
Yeah.
And I've got him talk in my ear. They can't hear talk Man U, but I can hear him because he's in my headphones, right? So when that happened, I'm losing my shit, same as Talk is, right? And he was going even more mad than I was, right? And they couldn't hear it. And that was egging me on, so I couldn't hear. They couldn't hear it. Me like shocking. I was shocking. Someone chucking my phone across the floor, like then go and pick it up. You can already hear me when I'm picking it up. These fucking wankers, right? Because of the referees, right? And Talk, like they couldn't hear Talk in the other end saying, like, what was it? Like, get FBI out here and you cunt, I'll fucking kill you.
Well, that must have been a fun night, eh?
Yeah, I just had to explain to him. And I'm just that talking. Oh, crossball by Brentford, yeah. Didn't quite work.
And
guess what side it's down.
Right. I mean, down the left, so that would be Ben White's side once again.
Already he's struggling.
Is it a surprise? And then, of course, there was a pretty well worked free kick, which was which was sort of shot straight into Ramsdale's arms. And now Raya has his first kick.
Fuck's sake. Deal with it, man. What's funny is It's like Matt said. It's like Matt said already. Right? Why have we spent £50 million on the defender to then play him up right back? Makes no sense. Your fans? Yeah, no, got that one. Thomas Frank greater than Arteta. Yeah, I would agree with that. Seriously, you would get less banter if you would just left a place on the bench open instead of. Just don't. Just don't. That's the thing. You take one player out of our squad, you got to put a 15-year-old there. You know what I mean? Even from a Spurs fan, see how down to earth Ramsdale is. Not about England number one. As his first cap was England's worst defeat in 70 years. Yeah, should have been 1-0 already. Yeah, Martinelli should have probably done better there. Ben White at right back again. Yeah, mate, it's jokes, isn't it?
He wanders to the left. He's clueless on the right. His name is Benjamin. His defending is?
It's shite.
Absolutely. So Vieira has a bit of a role to play in the absence of Odegaard. It's going to be interesting to see how well he does today.
Vieira's got to play basically the Odegaard role.
Exactly. So
and I just want to point something out about Odegaard, right? People are raving about him right now. Here's my stats on him so far in the league. Right, one big chance created, no assists. Right, and that's in both competitions. Like 7 games he's played, 3 goals, no assists, 1 big chance created, 3 through balls, 12 accurate long balls, 9 crosses, with crossing accuracy of 44%. That's for a can. That's for a can. The things he's supposed to be excelling on, he's not doing. And people are wondering why I don't rate him.
Yeah, people also, of course, point to the 3 goals he scored. I don't rate those goals either, really. But then I guess maybe it's one of those cases where he finds a way to contribute and put himself in the headlines and have people, waxing lyrical about him, saying how pivotal he is to the team and all that rubbish.
But if he's a goal scorer, then put him up as a striker then. If he's a goal scorer, put him up as a striker. He's getting more goals than he's getting assists. His main job is to assist the strikers. Or is it not?
It is.
That's what I remember that like a cam's supposed to be is. Right. When we came in, Dennis Bergkamp half the time was playing like a cam. Just behind him.
Now, a lot of people have been raving about Raya's distribution, and that kick was quite decent. Just evaded the man. So it'll be interesting to see out of Raya and Ramsdale which goalkeeper will have the better day.
Yeah, we'll see as this game goes on.
And what's interesting is that, what's interesting, of course, is that with Jordan Pickford injured, Ramsdale could very well be England's number 1 for our Nations League game. So he needs to have a decent performance today to get his confidence levels high. Otherwise, it might not be good. But especially with Henderson...
Confidence levels high anyway.
Yeah, but especially with Dean Henderson finding a place in the squad despite having a rather torrid last 3 games with Nottingham Forest. I mean, you just wonder, is performance a factor anymore? If performance and form were a factor, James Maddison would be in the squad.
Dan, Harry Maguire got in the team more than Ben White. Harry Maguire, who's been benched for the last 3-4 games, has been in and got in the team above him. Oh, life.
Other absentees from the squad. Obviously, Zinchenko's out, so Tierney's in. Tierney is, of course, the better defender.
Oh, shit, not Ramsdale in the number. Hey. Look, after I saw some of those goals, and the defending was diabolical. Like, there's some goals you can't fucking do. There's like some goals that there's nothing that the keeper can do. And a couple of them were. Yeah. We all know that.
I will say this, Dan. If England fail to reach the quarterfinals or better, this could very well be the time for Southgate to go. Because, excuse you.
Sorry.
No issues.
Sorry. Not bad.
No issues. All good. So, rather cagey opening. Arsenal have been huffing and puffing, but haven't forced Raya to make a save yet.
Huffing and puffing. They've hardly touched the damn door. Let's be honest. They haven't hardly touched the damn door yet.
Well, 11 and a half minutes have gone, and we've got Vieira and Martinelli standing over the free kick. I wonder who'll be taking it. Looks like it'll be Martinelli.
No.
It is Martinelli. The right-footed in-swinger hacked away.
I can clearly see that Zinchenko's still injured. Well, not quite fully fit.
Yeah. El Nenny's also injured. Reece Nelson's not in the squad. Neither is Smith Rowe or Suarez. And people talk about how we did good business in the transfer window. Please, we've got a 15-year-old on the bench. Says it all. And people were giving Sven-Göran Eriksson a hard time for taking Theo Walcott to the World Cup in 2006 for crying out loud.
Yeah, I didn't even mind her. Honestly, seriously, what are we doing?
Now, this is how well-drilled Brentford are.
Oh, look at that.
Up.
Ben Mee's taken out Luca.
You mean Luca with the goatee? Goatee Luca.
It is. Every time I fucking see him. Fuck me.
You're a riot, mate.
No, he's a spitting image of him. He's his Portuguese cousin. Should ring him up. Should ring him up. I said, I never knew you had Portuguese cousins. I thought you were from Italy.
Mate, if he's in the chat right now, he might not take very kindly to you saying that.
I couldn't give a fuck.
You'll have a few choice words right now.
Nah, mate, I couldn't give a fuck. I honestly couldn't. No, I'm joking. Unless Southgate wins us the World Cup, he has to go. I'm not accepting a semi-final, final, and then going to go backwards and only getting past. Yeah, mate, I understand, mate. Like, if we get to a final, I'm expecting the next one. I want to win it. Like, I want us to win the next one, and I don't feel like we're going to.
I think if he leaves the England job without winning everything, we're going to look back on that Euros final and say that's where he mucked up.
He did.
And
He fucked it up. Oh, shit. Get it out. Oh, I hate it when Xhaka starts moving the ball in near the penalty area. Saka. Go on, Saka. Skin him. Take him on.
Down the right.
Oh,
He's being
no,
double teamed at the moment.
He's got no help. He's got no support. Where's Ben White in support? Nowhere.
Agreed. I mean, if Tomiyasu had been starting today, you could see him overlapping.
Nah, Tomiyasu doesn't overlap.
Oh, he doesn't?
He doesn't. We had this discussion last season.
Damn.
It's Cedric Suarez that overlaps. He's good at. It's Suarez is good at going forward. He's just shit at defending.
We just
You know
never
what?
get to.
Those
Yeah?
nachos were nice, but fuck me, they are filling way too much. I've got such a small stomach. Big up, Jordan. Hope you're alright. Go on. Go on! Yes!
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that should be over. Over.
Saliba! Yes! Saliba gets his head on that, gets in front of his man and heads that on.
Yeah, I don't know what Raya was doing watching the ball.
Yeah, he should be getting that, to be fair.
Well, that's a brilliant start. Best start we could have hoped for. I'm sick of these goalkeepers who try to claw it away. I mean, they know it's crossed the line. Just let it go and nestle inside. You're not
He's
fooling
got goal
anyone.
line technology, you motherfucker. Well, no, be fair, they probably don't. It's happening so fast, they don't realise it's over the line. So that's why they go and grab it out in case it hasn't. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Because it's happening so fast. Yeah, it's happening so fast, you won't realise. Right? And if you just leave it, knowing that you had a chance to get it in, you're going to be fucking ridiculed. You're going to get absolutely toasted.
And then once again, yesterday I was watching Tottenham and Leicester, and a lot of the commentators were saying that this practice of having.
I was too busy in bed, mate.
Yeah, but I think the commentators were making it clear. I think it was Jim Proudfoot and Matt Holland who were saying that, this practice of having people guarding the posts and corners has now become obsolete. And I don't know why, because those are the areas where people, target when it comes to scoring goals. And at one point, Leicester had 3 corners against them. All 3 of them resulted in goals, only for the third one to be disallowed for a foul on Danny Ward. But again, in all of those corners, the marking and the defending were absolutely diabolical. And once again, we see that with Brentford. Normally, they're reliable on defence. In fact, their third goal against Manchester United was from a corner itself. So how they could have forgotten all of that, it's just puzzling, really. We were praising how well drilled they are, and they just lost their concentration. But fine glancing header from Saliba. I'm not complaining. I'm very happy. So is that Saliba's second or third goal for us this season? It might be his third, I think.
I think that's his second, to be fair, isn't it? No, it's his second. Let me have a look at Saliba. His stats. Yeah, second goal. so far. Second goal so far this season. So given that.
So he scored against Leicester and now Brentford. Wonderful.
Especially seeing as that Italy team who beat us 3 months later got beat in Italy by North Macedonia. English. Mate, I'm just rather forget all about that final. Thank you. It still hurts. Oh, what's wrong with Gabriel now? Don't need you getting him. Just get the fuck up. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Could be gamesmanship or shithousery for all we know.
No. It's too early in the game for shithousery. You're telling me they're delaying the game with 70 minutes to go? Give me a break. I'll tell you shit. He's not that shit.
Well, apparently it's not shithousery because they're rubbing some sort of lotion on his calf. And so here's the thing. Gabriel hasn't exactly had the best of seasons so far with the mistakes he's made. But if he goes off...
He's better than fucking Holding.
Yeah, but then if he goes off, I would like to see Tommy.
Oh my God! No! They saw he felt something in warm up. Fuck! If he's felt something in warm up, why has he been allowed to start?
Oh bloody hell!
If that's the case, I'm gonna fucking flip. Because again, that's Arteta fucking injuring our players. If you fucking see it in a warm-up, you tell him fuck off, you don't play.
Or as a player, you have the decency to say, I'm struggling, I can't play, let someone else come in. It's ridiculous. 2006 World Cup.
Everyone will blame that on Gabriel for not speaking up or something, I bet you. It's not Arteta's fault. You could have seen the warm-up. He was fucking injured. You blind prick.
Well, Tomiyasu is warming
that
up,
is
so
why
I sort of
we have to call him the fucking clown. Because he's a fucking clown as a manager. Manager would pick that up straight away. If you're not 100% fit, you don't fucking play. End of. All you do is make it worse.
I saw Tomiyasu warming up, so as I predicted, Tommy would have come on and Ben White would have come into the centre.
But do you know what Thomas Frank's going to do now? He's going to tell Tony, right, get on Gabriel, make him worse. He'll be off pace, get on him. Fuck's sake. As fucking usual. I'm telling you, if we and you know the thing I warned about Jesus when we signed him?
Yeah?
It's happening. It's gone quiet. Where have we seen him?
Well, now he's in the penalty area. The only problem is he was double-teamed.
No. What? How many touches has he had in this game? Like, when's he been involved? He's gone quiet. Since that Man United game, he's gone quiet. I said that happened because he's not gone over 20 goals in his fucking career, and the only time he has done it is twice.
And it just goes to show how astute Manchester City were to move him on and buy Erling Haaland. Because he was a good enough replacement.
If he was not a good enough replacement for Aguero, why the fuck do we want him? No, he's not injured. He's just quiet. He's not in the game. Yeah, like Nketiah's going to make a difference. I'd rather dial 999 and get Nketiah and dial Nketiah.
He'll run around like a headless chicken and then have people waxing lyrical of him for adding energy to proceedings. Please. We've seen that all before.
Should bring his stats up in the Premier League, shouldn't I? Actually, let me have a look at his stats. Hit the like button and the subscribe button.
So far, Partey's looked good. Hasn't shown any signs of major rust or lethargy.
Right, stats. Right, 65 in all seasons. He's played 65 games in the league, 10 goals. 10 goals in 65 games.
For Manchester City?
No, I'm talking about Nketiah.
Oh, yeah, Nketiah.
And people rate this guy.
Last season...
Did they need some brain cells registered into him? That's not a striker. I expect that out of a fucking midfielder. At least. I'm not even an attacking midfielder.
I've seen defenders have a better scoring rate than that.
Oh, Jesus! Finally, wakes up. Finally.
Oh, yeah.
That was too easy, to be fair. That was too easy.
You know, I predicted a draw, but it looks as though Brentford have been...
Maybe I should bitch about Jesus even more.
The commentator's blessing. Keep talking about how rubbish he is, and then he comes up and surprises you.
Mm.
I remember cursing the Brentford events by talking about how well drilled they are, and all thanks in part to Tierney and Xhaka.
Yeah, because people overhype Jesus, yet the guy has constantly hit over 10 goals in a season. Yeah. You paid £50 million for a player who was in the final year of his contract. That's Arsenal.
And that pathetic phone celebration. I can't believe he's actually learnt that from Nketiah. It's disgraceful.
I think he already had that.
Oh, and now, I don't know what dance this is.
Oh, does it fucking matter? Jesus Christ, what bed did you wake up out of?
I'm half asleep if that answers your question.
Well, wake the fuck up, seriously. It's a fucking...
Right.
I couldn't give a shit what he celebrates. As long as he scores 20 goals this season, I couldn't give a fuck.
Okay, I'm with you there.
Jesus. Oh yeah, in 6 games he has no goals. He's only had 6. This is Nketiah, by the way. He's only had 6 shots, 3 on target, and 2 big chances missed. That's a striker. That's our second striker. Standards of Arsenal never cease to amaze me.
Well, it is looking good at the moment.
Yeah.
And certainly our defending has improved, and I'm very, very happy with the way Tierney's playing. Amazing stuff.
Yeah, mate, definitely.
We talk about the competition for places with Zinchenko having come in. It looks as though the Ukrainian will have to fight to win back his spot.
Oh, yeah. I always knew there was going to be a competition between the two of them.
Yeah. But I take a look at someone like Aaron Hickey, for instance, playing for Brentford. We were interested in him. And that right-back issue will be something that will haunt us this season if we're not careful.
Mm-hmm.
Good news is that Gabriel seems to be okay. He might possibly come off later on in the half. Tommy Tomiyasu will replace him, and Ben White
No,
will
he
shift
won't.
into the centre.
No, he won't. This is Arteta. You know what the subs will be. When does Gabriel come off? When's Gabriel come off in the last 6 games? Never. So what makes you think he's going to come off?
What makes me happy now is that at the moment we are succeeding where Manchester United have failed. And this will give us a little bit more confidence.
Want to see proper forwards come to the other side of North London.
Now it's our turn to do some desperate defending. Ben
Chelsea
White with a header away.
Chelsea don't have a proper number 9. That's a good point. Hang on.
Short corner. Yep.
Go on. Go on, Martinelli. Saka, Partey.
That's Saka.
Oh, it's gone to Jesus on the left. Why is Jesus on the way on the left now? What's he doing there? Nah, it's never going to work. So I've been classed. Been classed, not being classed. I knew you'd say that. We've been playing class. We've been class in the last 5 games, apart from the Man United game. And to be fair, we played well in spells in that game as well. The first 5 games we were playing well, and you said we were playing shit. I know why. It's because we got like Vieira. It's because like we got the Portuguese Luca playing. Right? We got the Portuguese Luca playing. Right? Vieira. Right? The spitting image. The spitting image of Luca just with a beard and a moustache.
Not too sure that Portuguese and Italians get along very well, but whatever.
Well, I'm telling you, like I thought he had Italian cousins, but clearly he's got Portuguese cousins because he looks like a spitting image of him. Honestly, It's the Portuguese Luca. I'm calling him the Portuguese Luca. That's what I'm calling him. Been playing well. You done that. Excuse you. Oh, God. That's it. Shaq. That's it. Luca wants Xhaka to stay. Luke just said Arsenal playing well in 3 different chats. Yeah, I think we get it. Oh, someone playing. I do notice that a lot, mate. Trust me. We must do it on multiple devices. How do you think of it? He's been all right, mate. He's been okay. He's not been fantastic. He's just decent. It's nothing that's gonna shock me. To be honest, I'd say Odegaard has played better as a cam so far.
Corner now to Brentford. Gabriel's remonstrating with the linesman there. Looks as though he's shaken off that calf niggle very well.
Hopefully.
So, is it Jensen or Mbuemo?
Mbuemo looks
Jensen.
like it.
Nope, it was Jensen, the right-footed
Jensen. Oh,
away
Jensen.
swinger.
My bad.
Because Mbuemo would have been the left-footed in-swinger.
Yeah.
Jensen swung it away. Briar's rather short for a modern-day goalkeeper, and that's
Jesus, what are you doing? Why are you fucking about on the left-hand side? Jeez, man. If in doubt, just launch it. You launch the ball up in the air, right? It gives us time to reset. Doing stupid, like, kick over a player, right? And stupid little moves like that gets us in trouble. There's a reason why you didn't replace Aguero. Fuck me.
Oh, you doing a football?
I didn't know you were.
I think you don't look back towards that same time.
No, you usually sometimes back at 3 or 4.
Not one of them. Normally just playing in the morning.
Try, man.
I bought some more mints. I don't know what you did.
I've deheated and looked at it. It's not even been cooked.
Hmm?
I've tried to defrost it quickly.
You can't do it like that.
Right?
I'm going to train with her on Friday. And she was like, thank God, because she was like, I'm really struggling with doing my bench press. So she was like, can you help me? And I was like, of course.
Barf.
goal kick.
Oh,
man.
Well, the second half's been good. Solid.
Can you wait 2 seconds though? Yeah,
I would like them to just get a third goal in the second half. Wrap it up. Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to take them? So I'm done for. Fine. See you in a bit.
I'll have 2 meatballs if you're doing.
You have 2 meatballs. Okay. Looks like I'm doing that then. Mega my meatballs for dinner. Handmade.
Sounds wonderful. You're going to have that with rice or pasta?
Pasta. Fucking Italian, mate. You can't have a pasta.
Well, I mean, North Italians have their meals with rice instead of pasta.
No. Meatballs and pasta. Let's The spaghetti and meatball, or linguine and meatballs is what I'm going to call it, because it's linguine.
Oh, linguine's good.
Yeah, it's sometimes I find spaghetti too thin.
Yeah, I feel you there.
Anyway, enough of that. 40 minutes in, 2-0 to Arsenal. Solid performance. Just need one more goal, and then I'm happy. And I can call it a wrap. A wrap.
That's not a wrap. This is a wrap. That's when I start promising the world to a brand new girl. I don't even know yet.
No, done.
You don't have any appreciation for good music, Mr. Featley. I'm sorry to say that.
Excuse me. No, I do. I just don't like you singing it.
Oh, bugger you. Some people think I have a nice voice.
Mate, I've seen better. I've had better sounds out of my cat.
Too far, Featley. Too far.
You asked for it. I'm giving you the truth, mate. I'm paid to tell you the truth. Gray with a really bad kick there. So it's Martinelli on the ball now. Too hard to Xhaka. Xhaka can't control it as usual. Wins it back. Yes, he wins it back for a throw-in. Well done. Honestly, I've never seen a manager so fucking... Do you know what a manager... Do you know what I love about a manager when he's confident? He can just sit there and watch the game. Doesn't have to do anything. Right? Arteta, it's like, I've got to direct everything. Like, they need to be told every single pass, every single cross, every single shot, through ball. You know what I mean? Every single bit, the build up and lead up to a goal. He's got to direct it. If you are that confident in your setup and what you're doing, you should be able to just sit there and let the game play.
I agree. Completely agree. The best managers say
How many times have Arsene Wenger, I'm talking about Arsene Wenger back in the old days, right, at Highbury, right? Because he has such trust in the team, just sits there at the start of the game, 10 minutes in, 1-0. Doesn't move.
Agreed completely. Agreed completely. Attempt from Kieran Tierney there, off target. And here's the thing, the best managers save that sort of intensity for training sessions where you get everything right. I mean, I agree. You can't just keep being in the ear of your players all the time. You never saw that from Wenger early on. You never saw that from Ferguson.
Steve, mate, Conte down, sit. Yeah, the thing is with Conte, right, is that method for him has worked. Arteta's hasn't. Like, Conte's been there and won serious shit. Arteta hasn't.
About a minute or so left. Brentford need to get some ideas and fast.
Dan, by the way, can you make sure next time put Stephen on the end of it? I get very conscious when I'm about my name, so I like to call Stephen. But again, keep commenting as usual. Conte does not sit down. But he's got the stripes to prove that why he doesn't have to. Like, because that's always worked for him. Brentford trying to come forward again. Halfway line. On the right. The pass it goes. Arsenal's pressing's good. Pressing well. Not giving them time or space to get the ball upfield. So they're running out of ideas.
Yeah. I was speaking about David Raya earlier on. He's not a very tall goalkeeper, so his distribution has to be spot on. But you could see with the
that's a
Jesus.
good ball by Brentford on the left. See where this goes. Ball in, headed, and it's wide. I did expect a bit more from Brentford. Yeah, I was expecting it as well, mate, to be fair. I was definitely expecting it. Yeah. Yeah, Bremo's just... Bremo and Tony just not getting the service that they're supposed to get. And that's down to us then, I know.
I probably might end up seeing Frank switch his formation to a 4-4-2, perhaps get some more
Probably.
power in midfield. That 5-3-2.
Yeah, because he's got no control at the minute.
Exactly. And the thing about Brentford's lineup is that for all of their strength in attack, it's the midfield which could end up proving crucial if they aren't able to get the measure of Xhaka, Partey, and Vieira.
Gabriel hasn't played well since he shaved his head bald. Yeah, you got a point there, actually.
Almost reminds me of Samson. Shave his head, you take away his strength.
Well, you said that about Freddie Ljungberg as well.
Well, don't get me started on Ljungberg. I mean, he had a horrible haircut one time, and that necessitated him shaving his head.
Oh, mate, no. That haircut was quality. Mate, I like that hair. That haircut was lovely. It worked. Like I said, I don't care how they dress, what their hairstyle is. I couldn't give a shit.
Half time now, and
Half-time.
you don't need to care because they are 2-0 up, and of course,
that's
it was
the
that
point.
man
I don't
Saliba.
care because, as long as we're winning games and they're scoring goals and assisting in goals and stopping goals conceded, I don't give a crap what they look like. I don't give a crap where they're from. I don't give a crap about how they wear their hair or this, that, or the other. I don't give a shit. Right? Yeah. All I care about is them winning me football matches for Arsenal. Simple. So the links in the chat for anyone who wants to come on and have their say. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Manny, your assessment the first half.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually pleasantly surprised with the way Arsenal have played. They've sort of taken the game to Brentford and have drawn first blood. It looks as though Brentford have been maybe a bit sluggish in a way, and I think their 5-3-2 formation hasn't really helped them. So they are going to have to switch up their formation in order to make sure that their midfield can not only counter Arsenal's midfield, but also, as you were saying, Stephen, provide some more service to Tony up front, because he has looked a little bit isolated. And again, we've done all the little things well. We haven't made any real glaring mistakes as such. I mean, perfection is about just avoiding mistakes, doing the little things well, and Bob's your uncle.
Simple, really. Arsenal just not made mistakes. They've hit them where they hurt at the right moments. The pressing game's been good. They've totally isolated in Bremo and Tony. So all in all, that midfield staying dominant. What it needs to do is remain that, get another goal, and I would definitely be happy, because I know what Arsenal are like. They could see one goal at 2-0 up, and all of a sudden, bang, we're in trouble. So if they could get one more goal to get us to feel pretty much done deal, then I'll be happy, because it's just that lack of trust. If Gabriel's still not feeling 100%, I want him off now. We can't afford any more injuries, right? And if he continues to play in the whole 90 minutes, then I hear there's been an injury afterwards. Oh, I'm coming for Arteta's ass. I am, because he should know better by now.
As you should.
Right? How many times has he done this? He's done this a few times to a few players. So I'm sorry, it's not good enough. So, he needs to, but there you go. We'll see how that pans out. I do think Thomas Frank will change the system around. I do think he'll try and get in. If he can get Ivan Toney at least involved in but this, like, absolutely, how do I put it? We're putting real pressure on that defence of ours, especially Gabriel, since he's seen that he's not 100%, then that could really cause us problems. Pretty much.
Exactly. We can't even forget that the state of our bench means that we are only one bad substitution away from any sort of a crisis in this game. It's not over till it's over. There's another half left. And knowing Thomas Frank, he will have some choice words for his boys, and he will switch up his formation because he's seen the way his midfield has been sort of overrun. He will have to change that because that's the only way that Tony and company will get their service up front.
Well,
I was talking about Raya earlier, and I think his lack of height could very well hurt him. It certainly hurt him for our second goal, where he just wasn't quite able to get to grips with that, sort of flapped at it and it went above him. It might be a difficult game for him if he's not careful. I mean, people have been talking about his distribution, but again, as a goalkeeper, you got to have the complete package. And maybe his height could be a problem in this game and maybe in a few others going forward. We'll see what happens. Well, we got some analysis here with Glenn Hoddle and Michael Owen looking at the corner.
And again, that's not me. That's not what I'm watching.
Yeah, and again, no defending on the posts.
I've got Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank and Jamie Redknapp. What the fuck's got to do with Brentford and Arsenal? I don't know. Right, and last time I heard, Chelsea Liverpool was postponed. So ball in, headed on, and I actually don't think Raya could have done too much. It was too high for him. The ball was way too high for him, and by the time it got down, he wouldn't have been able to get to it. So I don't think you could really blame the keeper on that one.
I'm not necessarily blaming the goalkeeper, but again, you see that there's no one on the posts. There's no one on the post.
It's not so much no one on the post. It's also the fact that the guy who ended up behind Saliba is too busy ball watching. He's not watching like his man come to him. Yeah, so he's not making an effort to try and get in front of him. So here's the second goal. Tierney, Xhaka, ball in, and again, Jesus loses his man. The Brentford defender just completely starts ball watching. Too busy ball watching, not concentrating on the guy who's supposed to be marking Jesus. Loses him for a minute, gives him a yard or two of space, so he can get the header in. Simple as that. Two silly, stupid defensive mistakes by them just switching off.
Yep,
switched off.
Just watching that mistake right now, and
it's just switched off.
It was Janssen, the Brentford captain, who's the guilty party there.
Yeah. And there's two of them. There's two of them as well. If you saw Arsenal do that, you'd go apoplectic. You'd be going absolutely fucking mental. I know I would. Right? So
I agree.
So I'm sorry, Brentford fans should be pissed off with that one. Right.
I know Thomas Frank will be, which is why he might make some changes at half time. Let's see what goes on.
Mm.
It is certainly a much different team to the one that lost over here on opening day of last season.
Oh yeah, we've seen that from the start of the season. It's been a different team. There's no denying that. Right, it's a much better team than it was last season, but that doesn't excuse for what happened last season. Last season, we should have still have been beating them quite comfortably. I don't give a fuck about injuries. Bullshit excuse. Right? That's a bullshit excuse, right, for not being prepared. Not being prepared. I'm sorry. The fact is, we lost that game because Arteta had failed to prepare us for that season before the season started. That's why we lost that game. Right?
Fail to prepare to fail.
Yep, exactly. I don't want to hear excuses. The men on that pitch that night were still good enough to go out and beat Brentford on paper, but they don't have any ball. They might like all the balls on paper. They don't have balls on the pitch. Simple. So, anyway. Yeah, look. Oh, just Einstein advertising how much
Right.
how much you can about smart meters. He said, "What's the point of a smart meter if you're just going to charge us all the money anyway? You're going to rip all our money anyway. You're going to take all our money anyway. So what's the fucking point?"
Yeah, interesting tweet on Twitter here. Our best first half away performance this season has come without Odegaard in the side. Can't fault it. Could have been better in some moments, but very professional. Monsieur Saliba stepping up with Gabriel Jesus, and liking Fabio way much better than the Norwegian. So
don't get me wrong. I've just seen an advert for this World Cup thing, right? I'll get for trying to get it in different places, right? But the whole fixture congestion, right? I'm not blame. I want to hear blame on the fact that the Queen passed away or anything like that, right? Our fixture list always ends up with fixtures postponed at some point during the season. There are always games postponed during the season. Always, right? But because we've got this tight system to fit in the World Cup in December, because we decided to have it in Qatar, because it would make the 10 ton of money, right? We've now got to try and play out a season without any hiccups whatsoever. Well, this whole fixture congestion problem shows exactly why we can't have the World Cup in Qatar and in December.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, you can't. It's not possible. Like you're playing in a climate that you even in December have to wait until it's the fucking evening to play a game because it's that fucking hot. It's not right. It's just like, and you're expecting all leagues to just go, yeah, we'll just stop what our normal function, just so we can put this in place, and also expect them to have a break during the summer. Doesn't work. It just doesn't work. We're all expected to finish at the same time as we would finish a normal season, and yet you're expecting us to fit a month of World Cup games in it. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. And then what people are wondering why we got all this fixture congestion and why people are pissed off. Well, stop blaming it on these postponements and actually look at the bigger problem. It's the fact that we're deciding to have it at a place we can't have it. It's just not possible. Unless you're going to do it, have a World Cup where they can only pick a bunch of youngsters that don't play every week. And they ain't going to do that. They ain't going to do that. No way. Anyway, we've got. Do you know what? I've been feeling really shitty this weekend. The match reaction will be tomorrow. Actually, I'll do the match reaction tomorrow. I'll do it for 2 p.m. tomorrow. And then fit in other streams around it or something. Just don't feel 100% for that. So yeah, sorry, man. Stephen, this is what happens when FIFA take bribes, mate. We end up with a World Cup in November. It's all corrupt. Yeah, it's all corruption, mate. We knew that from when we had the best proposal and the best bid going, and yet we got turned down for both the World Cups. Like, not even the backup. Sorry. I'm sorry, mate. That's corruption. It's corruption. Simple. Plain and simple. Right.
Boys are coming back onto the pitch. Arsenal first.
I don't really.
Aaron Ramsdale with a towel over his shoulders.
As usual.
I am very interested to see what Frank has done so far with his team. If he hasn't changed his team, then it'll be more of the same. Is that iced tea or Coke you got there?
Coke. I don't drink iced tea.
Normal or diet?
You really asking that question? Come on. It's normal.
Some people prefer diet.
No,
it's a question worth asking.
Don't give me that fucking...
So Brentford have kicked off?
Yeah, Danny, I'll be doing it in the evening, mate. I'll be doing it in the evening. I will not be doing it during the Queen's funeral, trust me. I'm watching the Queen's funeral, trust me. We'll be doing that late in the evening. Right. To be fair, I am tempted to just postpone all Monday's streams till Tuesday because of the funeral. I am tempted to do that.
One thing I'm going to say is that our footwork has been outstanding. Sometimes the best way to maneuver around a fairly strong-looking midfield is to make sure your footwork is spot on.
Mate, but it doesn't always work sometimes, and it puts us in really bad situations. Martinelli, go on, Jesus! Run out of space. Gabriel goes back to the keeper. Saliba. Ball forward.
There was a petition to make another chant for Saliba to the tune of the Monkeys' I'm a Believer. I happen to like that better.
No. I'm surprised Thomas Frank didn't change it at half time. Surprised he didn't do that.
I'm surprised too.
Right, Vieira on the right.
But again, you see Thomas Frank as a study in, concentration and self-restraint. No angry words. No bollocking his players. Nothing of that sort. Just sitting with his number 2 and talking tactics and seeing what changes he can make. I wouldn't be surprised if in the next 10 minutes he brings on a sub or 2. Just sort of freshen things up a bit. Might want to take off a defender, bring on a midfielder, and then have a 4-4-2.
Possibly, yeah.
I don't necessarily see him taking Ben Mee off because Ben Mee has looked good. Maybe Jansen might be sacrificed as the captain. And then...
Do you know what I've decided? Because it's the Queen's funeral, we're not doing any shows tomorrow.
Yep, that's your call.
We're not doing any shows whatsoever tomorrow. Simple.
That is your call. And I've been really happy with Tierney this game. What do you think of him?
Yeah, he's been all right so far. Can't complain.
You still have a bunch of people who slag him off saying that he's really only good for these long hoofed passes. No, defensively, he's really solid.
Oh, Vieira's in.
Oh, yeah.
The Portuguese Lucas scores. The Portuguese Lucas scored.
That was a corker. An absolute corker.
Oh.
You wanted your third goal, and I think now you can settle down. So we're going to see what Thomas Frank does from here.
No, that's taking a piss. Oh, yes. Got lucky with the post there, but probably deserved the luck, to be fair. Fuck me.
So, I think it's fair
I want our players to take more of them risks. Go for goal outside the box, because you never know what can happen.
As long as the shot's on target, you create that luck. And he's got reason to be happy. Now, I realize that this is his... Yeah, he started against Manchester United, so where's he running off to now? Yeah, good. So now he's sort of settling in, which is terrific. We can certainly expect more out of him. I, for one, would not want to see Odegaard brought back in after he returns from injury, and yet we just know, sadly, that will happen.
Yeah. Right, all streams for tomorrow are off.
I just know that all of these mugs on Twitter will now suddenly start saying, have you hum?
Dan, fuck you. Get fucked. Get lost. Don't worry, I'll be smiling after October the 1st.
I don't know what's going on over there. It looks as though Brentford have won a free kick in a dangerous position.
Oh,
and the boys are not happy.
This will be just us. Oh, Martinelli, what are you doing that for, man? He's never getting a ball. Why? Use your brain. If they score from this, oh my God, are you serious?
No, that was silly from Martinelli. He didn't need to do that.
Sorry, man. Like, I love Martinelli, but I cannot lie. You just did a stupid thing. And if they score from this, I'm fucking personally on you responsible. You can't even fucking look at yourself.
So what do you think about this new tactic where you got someone lying on the ground behind the wall? I like that reinforcement thing. I like that reinforcement tactic.
I wouldn't want to be on the fucking bottom of it.
A sort of buttress of sorts.
Hey, just over.
Even if it was on target, Ramsdale had that covered. So a little flick and a sort of volley.
Yeah, interesting way of doing it.
And it very nearly worked.
Yeah, I think the keeper probably would have got a hand to it.
Yeah, he had it covered. Even if it was on target, he had it covered.
Yeah. Martinelli. Vieira 3-0. Could he replace Odegaard? Oh, mate, that's a long way. That's a long way from deciding yet. We don't know about that yet.
I'll tell you something, though, Anthony. I mean, I normally have been an admirer of Odegaard, but I will say that aside from those 3 goals, as Stephen said, he hasn't really done very much. But Vieira has come into the team and looked quite good. I would definitely like to see Odegaard benched, but we just know that with Odegaard being captain fantastic, it won't happen.
Hit away.
Hickey. Oh, Hickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Hickey.
Oh, done.
Hickey. We were interested in him, and he went to Brentford.
Yeah, it was a major disaster. You know,
That would have been nice though. 2 Scots on as wing backs,
yeah.
Hickey and Tierney.
Come on, Arsenal. We've got 36 minutes till this game sees out. So Anthony agrees. A foul on Partey. Oh, both of them take him out. Look, both of them have it. Let's have you. Way too late. Way too late.
Jensen and Tony, from the looks of it. You can see that that's desperation there.
Why have all the other players got to get involved? Why have you got to get involved and have a discussion about it? Fuck off. Just get on with it. It's a free kick. We all know it's a free kick. Just get on with it, man. Jesus. Why have you got to start a punch up over it? All the time. Let's sit there and have a discussion. No, let's not. It's a free kick. He's done wrong. Let's go. Fuck this. Just trying to cause an argument for no reason, man. Pisses me off. Oh, shit. That's where the other. That couldn't get me on. Ramsdale. Martinelli. White. So go on and ask you, what have you made of Vieira's performance? Oh, hang on, Jesus! That should be 4. That should be 4.
Good save from the keeper. And there's a prep there.
The keeper. I don't give a fuck. Should be a goal. That should be 4.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy with Vieira's performance so far. He's looked.
That should have been like we've done something that Brentford did to Man United at the Community Stadium. Hold 4 against the opponent.
Without conceding. You never know. We've got a corner. Let's see what comes of this. And now he claims it.
Oh, Xhaka, what have you done now?
Oh.
What's it? What are you doing that for? Does he ever use his fucking small brain? Xhaka has no brain cells. I'm serious. Or very fucking small ones. What's the point? What is the point in that? Tell me. They weren't going off. They weren't about to break on us. What was the point? And he's supposed to be a captain. A captain. A captain that he threw the fucking armband on the floor. Only fucking Arsenal would let a player throw a fucking shirt on the floor, the armband on the floor, tell everyone to fuck off, and still have him back 2 years later as a captain. Only fucking Arsenal.
Right, so
even fucking Spurs would have put up with it.
Nope. Looks as though there's a substitution being made, but only after the corner. Saka with the left-footed in swinger.
Danny, he could have the worst game of his life. He'll still play. He has got a permanent seat. And he's had a permanent seat for the last 2 years. That's why we don't buy a midfielder. Because because Arteta loves him so much. So he dare not buy a replacement. And you know he'll play. And you'll know he'll do something stupid.
Xhaka went completely out of whacker.
It's because he's fucking brain dead. Fuck me. Like, not being offensive to probably people with dementia, but I've known people with dementia who have actually more brain cells than him. I'm not even joking. Not even joking. Probably give away a pen. Yeah, and get sent off in the process. If he doesn't fancy you, Danny, you know, if 20 minutes in, if he doesn't fancy it, he'll just 2-foot a player and get self-sent off.
He's conceded a corner, done some good work there.
How many times has he done that for Arsenal? When we've most needed him, we needed every single player on the pitch, he's then decided, I'm checking out and fucking 2-foot someone to go for an early shower. And we have that as a captain. He won't want to meet some of our captains. Because his fucking head would have been put through the fucking dressing room wall.
Adams, Vieira, even Keown, they'd have set him right.
Oh, mate, they would have been through the dressing room wall, mate. They'd be drowning him in that fucking swimming pool that they've got, the fucking bath they've got there in the dressing room. They'd be holding his fucking head down to get the fucking point. Honestly. They make him so shit scared of him, he won't ever do a mistake again. Hey, Stephen, man, he just finished work and he joined the second half. Come on, Arse. Yeah, we play well. Despite all that. Uh, 7 likes and subscribe. I missed the first half. I'll check the... Yeah, 2 goals of quality, man, to be fair. I remember he gave away a pen before Son. Before against Son. Shot him out. Yeah. Mate, I'm not denying it, mate. He's an absolute liability. Saka. Saliba. Oh, excuse me.
So, some substitutions now for Brentford. Looks like Yanelt's come off and
De
Onyeka's
Silva
come on.
and so it's De Silva for Yanelt, Damsgaard for Onyeka. I believe. Well, we'll see how that goes.
Probably should have made those subs at the beginning of the half.
He probably should have changed the formation at the beginning of the half, and also made those changes probably about 10 minutes earlier. I would have been making those changes at the 50th minute. To be fair, in his, your fans are going, mate, they've already done that before he even played. They were doing that before he even played the game. They already did it. Like, you know what I mean? They were already when we first signed him. I was seeing comments in the bottom that make it sound like that we were fucking signing the best fucking midfielder you could get in your life. Right? I don't want to hear any more slack towards. Oh, Saliba, yeah, fuck you, Tony. Like, I heard comments like, "Oh, you can't ever slag off Kroenke, like Edu and Arteta ever again. They know exactly what they want for this club because what they bought Vieira." Right? Okay.
One could, they probably might say they know exactly what we need.
No. But here's the thing: everyone's mugging off about how great this player is, right? And yet, before the Zurich game, yeah, just before when he was announced on the team sheet, it was like, oh, finally we get a chance to see Vieira play. Well, if you've already seen him play in the previous fucking leagues, then you should fucking know how he plays. Shouldn't be having to look forward to it. You should fucking know. Or am I just saying it? Or am I just being stupid? You tell me.
I don't know what to say about that, to be honest.
If you know what a player is, you shouldn't have to look forward to try and see how he plays for the first time.
Wait a minute, though. I mean, obviously, if it's a new team, top save that from Raya.
No. They've made it out as they know how he plays, right? They know how good he is. Then why are you getting excited about him starting? Why are you getting so excited, right, about him starting? About how looking forward just getting to see him play for the first time. Well, you said earlier you've fucking seen him play, so it shouldn't be a surprise to you.
I mean, I never saw him play. I wasn't going to big him up.
No, and that's what I'm talking about. These super fans.
I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. But listen, I mean, it's like, I wouldn't necessarily say you're looking forward to see him play because you don't know how he plays. It's as if, there is that excitement of him making a debut. You just hope it'll go very well. It's that type of anticipation more than anything.
It's not what they're saying. They're saying they're excited to see how well he can play. Well, you should know how well he can play because you've been mouthing off for the last 2 months of how fucking good he is and how much you've watched him on fucking YouTube and shit. So clearly you fucking should know. Either that or keep your fucking mouth shut. Right? I'll tell you what, I'll get excited by any player playing for the first time for Arsenal, right? But I wouldn't mouth off for 2 months straight beforehand saying I knew how the player played if I don't fucking know.
So it's at the midway point in the second half. Arsenal still sitting
subscribe.
pretty. 3-0 could be 4 or 5-0.
But don't forget, guys, the match reaction, I know it would usually be today or tomorrow. It's not going to be tomorrow. It is going to be Tuesday. Unless you're living under a rock, or you're that ignorant. It's the Queen's funeral tomorrow, so I'm not doing any streams. For me, it doesn't feel right. Right, a bit like how the watchalong was. It didn't feel right, so I'm not doing any streams tomorrow. Because to be honest, tomorrow's gonna be probably a hard day. To be fair, same as it's gonna be a hard day for a lot of the country. So.
Another substitution from Brentford. It looks as though Jensen's coming off and Baptista's on now. So
they're going for it now.
They have to. They have to. About barely 20 minutes left.
It's one of those. You might as well lose 5-0 and go for it. Oof. Yeah, Gabriel, you're not Saliba.
That wasn't a bad crack, though. A little less elevation, and who knows?
Yeah.
A little less elevation, a little more precision, please. As Elvis would say.
Brentford might as well do a Leicester and still go for it and get it for 6. Actually, what was their last game? I ain't got to look.
No, but here's the thing. I saw that whole game, and Rodgers actually displayed tactical ineptitude in that game by not even thinking of making substitutions until after he went. Not even after he went 3-0 down.
Nah. He was fit. He was 1-0 up. They went 1-0 up and then conceded literally 1 minute later. Right,
Corners were their Achilles heel. Top saved that from Ramsdale. Sprung the offside trap brilliantly, but the keeper was up to it.
Oh my God. They were Jesus.
And just like against Brighton, they went into halftime 2-2, and then they just capitulated in the second half.
Do you know what? They've drawn only one game, and that was against Brentford. They should have even drawn that. They've lost every single game after that. 5 defeats in a row. 6 defeats in a row. 6 defeats in a row.
I know.
That is relegation form. That is relegation.
I know. And now I've sort of changed my opinion. He's got to go. I can't back him.
How can you?
No way.
How can you still have that opinion beforehand? The obvious signs were there from the first game of the season.
Let me just explain the reason why I had.
As soon as I saw us beat Leicester the way we did, I'm like, Rodgers has got to go. He's got to go. He's not good enough. Because I'm sorry, Leicester were never really in that game. They were never really going to win that game. They put up a fight, but it didn't look like they had anything about them. It really didn't.
I might actually have a different viewpoint, and I'd like you to let me say my piece. The reason why I was willing to back him is because I did see quite a lot in the first few games, especially how they were able to score goals and keep pressing themselves, which told me that, you know, with a little bit more luck, they could certainly have a bit of a turnaround and see things going in. And let's not forget, that goal which they conceded, which put them 3-1 down against us, was really from a Danny Ward error. So that was an example of, you know, the luck going our way at the time. They did pull it back to 3-2. Their defensive worries were a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
I thought at the time, you can't blame me for thinking at the time that they could have an upturn. But now the way things have gone, there's no way I can defend that. And once again,
I'm sorry, I
defending.
I knew it was going to turn that way, just by the way they were playing. You could tell. Half the players don't even want to fucking be there. If half your squad doesn't even want to fucking be there, you've got no hope. You've got absolutely no hope.
Very true.
Sorry. Let's
just
losing 2-1 to Leicester. Nice. And still win 3-2. You should have been gone after that. To be fair, like, the thing is, a lot of people said it was the injuries last season, and even I said that. To be fair, they had a lot of injuries. Like, this is what should have been happened then is those poor performances. Once he had all his injuries back for this season, should have stopped. They haven't. They've carried on. They've carried on and on and on and on. Right? And I'm sorry if you still are trying to back the man after the fact that you've played poorly last season and you're even worse this season, then I'm sorry, you are being ignorant as either a Leicester fan or a football fan. You're being ignorant because it's there to see. It's all there to see. Simple. Super Sunday next week. Everton, West Ham. Oh no, it's later on. No, it's today. Sorry.
Yeah, it's today.
My bad.
And Begovic is in goal for Everton. Pickford's out, of course, with an injury. I'm predicting a 2-1 win for Everton because West Ham also look very, very disjointed. And their form this season is a bit of a worry too.
Yeah, the predictions show and the review show will be back. It won't be back for this week. So obviously, with the review show is usually done on Mondays. I can't really do the Monday streams at the minute this week, but I'll do it next week.
Yep.
They have conceded
17 from set pieces this season. That is embarrassing.
Exactly. Can't deny that. You can't deny that. And where does that come from? Training. Where's the training come from? The coach. In the end, he's responsible for the coaching. Vissa is on.
I
think they should have probably put him on earlier.
Again, this is damage limitation more than anything else. Maybe they'll get a consolation or two to add some respectability. But the truth is, the Bees have pretty much been tamed today.
Yeah,
we've come over here. We've come over to the community stadium and we've had the proper protective gear. We've avoided getting stung. In fact, you could say that we've neutered them in a way.
Right.
I don't want to tempt fate, but I definitely do not see them scoring 3 goals to tie it. I don't care how good they are.
No, shut up. Just shush. Just shush. Don't. Just don't. Don't. If you can't even get your team to defend a corner kick, then what are you doing, manager? Hey! We have a manager like that! But we apparently have the best centre back depth in the league. Yes. We might do if we haven't got a pillock running it.
And so we've got a substitution. Party's coming off.
Oh,
And we've got
Partey's coming
Sambi
off.
Lokonga coming on.
Sambi Lokonga on, and Martinelli off, and Nketiah on.
So Nketiah just has to get his minutes. His contract stipulates it.
Oh, mate. This guy, yeah, and what's he going to do? Just run around shitless for another game? Like... Oh, yeah. By the way, Arteta may not noticed, Gabriel has had problems with his hamstring all game. Do you think we won't bring him off? No, let's not. Fuck it. Let's see if we get another injury. You better make sure Gabriel's fine after this game, Arteta. I swear to God. I swear to God, you better make sure he's fine. He's been pulling his hamstring off half of this fucking game. Either from the fucking warm-up. And you're sitting there on your ass, right, not letting them come off the pitch, making the same stupid substitutions you make every game. And at the same time, have some imagination. The more times you do the same subs, the less effective they become, because people work out what you're going to do. Everyone can tell what you're going to do. Manny, didn't I tell you Gabriel's not going to come off? You did. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I say he'll do the same substitutions?
Nketiah for Martinelli, right on cue.
There you go. So if I can work out what he's going to do, so could Thomas Frank. So could Eric Ten Hag, Conte, Pep, Tuchel. No, not Tuchel anymore. Potter. Right? Oh, penalty. No penalty. It was not given. Sorry.
Going to VAR, perhaps?
Nah, I think he was offside. Yeah, he's offside. So, yeah. Klopp is another one. So, if Thomas Frank can work out what he's going to do to change the system and change the game, then all those top managers can do that and work it out. Right? That means you can do whatever subs you like. It's never going to help. And then two are sitting there, they're probably thinking, I've only come here to get that, sit here for 90 minutes to watch a game of football. You might as well give them 2 free tickets to sit in the stands. What's the point? Our fucking squad depth. Our squad depth. We're putting 15-year-old kids on the bench, and we've only had 3-4 injuries. Brentford have more depth than we do.
Offside again. And now with 9 minutes left, you'd think that hopefully Gabriel would come off and Tommy will come on. We'll see. If he doesn't come off, then keep ranting. This is ridiculous. You can just imagine things getting worse.
Oh, Ramsdale's going to get cramp. Come on, let's get on with it. 7 minutes left on the clock. Plus stoppage. Foul. Jack on the ball now. The White. Come on. See if we get a fourth. Come on. Let's get a fourth. Let's really rub it in. Really rub it in. Well, this will put Arsenal back at the top of the league. Once again. Oh, he's through. Nketiah on the left. No, he's got shit ability to take someone on, so he has to pass backwards. Tierney. Jesus. White. Saliba. People, do you know what? Had Arsenal fans going on about, Nketiah is so good in the Europa League because he plays against shit teams that aren't even at his level. Or either at his level or not even at his level. That's why he's so good. When it comes to the knockout phase, he's fucking nowhere. Why? Because we end up playing the teams that are actually at our level or above his level. Right? But when you're playing teams from fucking Azerbaijan, of course you're going to be 10 times better. No! He takes Ben White off! You've got a defender injured! Oh! I don't want to hear any moaning about injuries. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. If you're quite willing to have Gabriel play 90 minutes after full warm-up, he felt something go in his hamstring, then I'll tell you what, don't ever moan about injuries. Don't ever bitch about it. Because you're fucking causing a problem. Like you did with Partey, right? Like you've done with so many others. Prick. Fucking not my not my manager. It's not my manager. Any top manager would have taken him off. Sorry. Absolutely fucking unbelievable. They're going to protect Ben White. For what? When's he ever protected our back four, Ben White? Tell me. Tell me. When's he ever done that? Fuck me. Dickheads, honestly. 1, 2, 3. Only used 3 subs as well. He's only used 3 subs. He's only used 3 subs. It's the one time I've actually said take him off, put Rob Holding on. Right? Usually I'd say fuck it. He's that in like he could be injured but still be better than fucking Rob Holding. But no, because we can't afford any more injuries. But no. Let's not do that. Let's not be a fucking smart ass. Let's not be a manager. I'll turn the mic down a bit, mate. Oh, I'll give in, mate. I'll give in, money. I do. I'll give in. Oh my God, we're actually bringing this kid on. For what? He wants to make a. He wants to do a rec. Oh, it's because he wants to set a record. Oh my God, you're actually bringing on a player to set a record because why? I don't know what, to fill your own fucking ego. Oh, look at me, I'm doing Project Youth. You shouldn't even be on the fucking bench because you just have some fucking squad depth. And we're bringing him on, honestly. Why? For what?
30 seconds left of normal time plus stoppage time. He'll probably have the whole stoppage time to himself. Concede a free kick. You can't get away with that, son.
Yeah, he breaks all the
Not having
wrong
it.
records. Dan, he breaks all the wrong records, mate. That or the ones that no one gives a shit about.
2020-21 season, the idiot couldn't even buy a home win in the league. How many minutes?
Head on, and it's gone for a goal kick.
4 minutes. Well, I've got to say,
Oh my
we've kept him
God.
quiet today.
I don't get this. I really don't.
Loans out the likes of Patino and Balogun, who are really good talents, and brings on a 15-year-old to make headlines. Well played, son. Decent play.
No, I don't want to hear singing that Vieira song. He's not that good yet. He is not that good yet.
I don't know the Vieira song. I'm not singing that. I'm just saying well played.
You don't know that. You don't know Vieira's song.
I haven't heard it before. That's the thing. So I'm not going to sing that. Why would I do that?
Come on.
And now Saka comes off, having
That
played
was
full
for
90
our
minutes.
best midfielder, right? I'm sorry, he's not that good yet. So I ain't singing it. You got to be that good yet. Well done. You set a record for the youngest player and you still didn't take Gabriel off. Fuck you. Do you know what? Honestly, Gabriel's going to get an injury. Trust me. He's going to say he's injured for the next game now. I bet you. Bet you any money. bringing on 15-year-olds just because of 3 injuries. But hey, we got a good squad. It's good enough. Right, final minute of stoppage.
One goal.
Come on. Oh, now he's destroying the gap. Now he's destroying Jesus because he doesn't want to take him off either. You know what I mean?
He's used all his 5 subs, hasn't he?
Yeah. He's just wasted his subs on a teenager. Let's destroy our best striker by playing him every fucking minute of every fucking game. Oh, oh my God. Oh no, I'm sorry. If he injures him, I'm gonna flip my lid. I really am gonna flip my lid. I will, because that's the fucking last person I want injured. Fucking Nketiah up front. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. God help us. Full-time whistle. Arsenal make it. Bounce back with a win. And they beat Brentford 3-0. Manny, sum that up for us.
Like I said, the bees got nurtured and we avoided getting stung. Professional in many ways. Could have been a little bit better in some aspects, but on the whole, I'm happy. Jesus doesn't look comfortable, but he should be okay, I think. And this is one game where we made light of the absence of Odegaard to deliver an accomplished performance in midfield, which pretty much nullified Brentford's midfield. That was pretty much where the battle was won. Because with their midfield nullified, their strikers couldn't get any service. And I would definitely like to see more of I'd like to see more of Fabi Vieira. I'm not saying that he is the new Patrick Vieira by any means, but he had a good game today, and I wanted to applaud him for that. Well done, son. Or as you would say, muito bem, señor, filho. So, all's well that ends well. I'm a happy chappy.
Oh, shit.
And
there's one thing we didn't do.
What?
70th minute.
I think they did that on Friday and Saturday, but maybe they've overlooked it today.
No, all games. All games were supposed to, at 70th minute, do a round of applause.
Let me check on BBC and see if they did it.
What? It said all games. It said all league games this weekend. All league games. Fuck.
They did it. We're into the 70th minute, and supporters are on their feet to applaud the memory of Queen Elizabeth II.
Yeah, I know that. I've missed it. Anyway, look, solid performance. done what we needed to do. Vieira did well in his first game in the Premier League. Gabriel, for Arteta's sake, Gabriel and Jesus better not be injured. Otherwise, they'll be hell. Fuck knows what we're gonna have on the bench after that. But other than that, we did well. We just did what we needed to do, mate, which is gently dismantle Brentford. Right, the way they dismantled us. Simple as that, really. So
Exactly.
there you go. We're gonna leave it there. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And yeah, we're back. Not tomorrow, because it's obviously the funeral. But we're back. We're back on Tuesday with a match reaction, and hopefully a Champions League watch along if I've got the time. We'll be doing one of those if we've got the time. If they're going ahead this weekend, I believe Champions League this weekend, isn't it?
What?
Let me have a look. No, it's not. It's international break, isn't it? So
Yeah,
good.
international break.
Yes.
So no England watch along, huh?
No, fuck that. Do you want? No, I can't watch that. I'll watch it for the World Cup. I ain't watching it for that. Fuck that. Anyway, make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe, and we'll be back on Tuesday with a match reaction. Until then, take care. Bye.